where the stakes fade, thought find out, and every conversation explores the art of thinking beyond the obvious. And today I have my special guest. Art and creativity offer the solutions for humanity. One of his advocacy, no other than Mr. Michaell Magrutsche. Welcome, Mr. Michaell and Abstract Essay. Can you
Welcome,
please?
Daniel. Happy to see you.
Yes. Happy to see you once again, Mr. Michaell. And can you please introduce more about yourself that I miss?
Yes, I am. There's the music is still on, very loud.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just give.
So, yes, I was born in Vienna, in Austria, and I moved to America, living in California right now, Los Angeles. And I was very neurodivergent. I'm not an expert. I'm not a specialist. I'm nothing. I'm just my opinion that my perception of reality, I say, and people can use it or not. It's up to them. I I'm an artist because I'm so neurodivergent and dyslexic. I'm an artist. I painted 3,000 pictures. Did a CD. Did film. Did television. So I have a long range of art. And what I learned from art is not knowledge, but awareness. Because as you know, when you can draw, you can try to draw half okay that you do a portrait, but either you can do it or you can't. And I, with my dyslexia and neurodiversity, I have a hard time copying. If you say this is this and I need to copy, it takes me a long time and it's off. But if I paint my stuff, then people like it because they like me.
Interesting, Mr. Michaell. And thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world. Thank you. And today let's talk about the power of comprehending the fulfillment versus system values. To start, could you define what is meant by fulfillment?
Fulfillment is where you fit in. It's almost like you fall in love with a girl, with a special girl, and she falls in love with you. And sometimes you fall in love with a girl, but the girl doesn't fall in love with you. So whatever fulfills you brings you in the moment, and when it brings you in the moment, you resonate with your one-on-oneness. And that is the feeling, the frequency of love. It's not the feeling, not the emotion. You then get an emotion and think, I'm in love with him or her. But in really, you get in your one-on-oneness in the moment. And that's what's fulfillment. That gives you the fulfillment. There's a echo, that.
Okay, I'm gonna fix the echo for you, mister. And here we go.
Good, thank you. And so the fulfillment means basically that you resonate where you're supposed to be, because you are one of one, Daniel. I'm one of one. And our perception, which is different, because when 10 people look at the same car accident, they see a different story. And that's why police have such a hard time to get to know whose fault. So they have to get all the witness accounts and then make their story up, because literally all 10 have a different opinion, what they saw. And that's what I found, that this is what all humans have. They have a different perspective. They think Republicans are great, Democrats are great, these people are bad, these are good. So the best is, if you want to be fulfilled, just give up, because you do the impossible. You try to say, okay, I see AI in this way. And we have talked about AI on your other podcast. Everybody has a different perspective of AI. So it's really the generalization that system relevance provides, so it's easier to interact with all the humans, is very distorted, and also can never be fulfilled because everybody has a different perspective. Some people think Ford is the best car. The other people see GM is the best car. The other think Tesla is the best car. In your family, when you grow up, everybody likes different music, different food, different girls, different prefers, the one kid prefers the father, the other the grandfather, the other the mother. So we are one of one, and that's what we always keep saying. I keep saying, with the one of oneness, nobody really can be right or wrong, good or bad, because you see it from a different perspective. And when you give that up to see it from, I want to see, Daniel, how you see it. It's good that we talk, but really I can never see the world like you see it, and you can never see the world that I see it. And that brings a peace to you, and also a fulfillment that gives you, okay, I understand. And once you're aware of that, which is not knowledge, it's the awareness how humans are, then life becomes very easier, 50% easier, because just the understanding, and also understand what is human-centric, which is everybody's one-on-one, and we are part of nature, and human-centric is a generalization: boy, man, age, position, whatever. And that's why everybody wants to be a leader. But not everybody can be a leader. Actually, leadership is impossible. You can follow a person and you adapt to that, but you're not automatically a leader where everybody says, oh, he's a leader, I'm following him. That can happen, but very rare. I can't hear you.
Okay, leader indeed. So why is merely knowing difference between the two types of values not enough? What does truly comprehending their distinction empower a person or organization to do?
Because I said we are part of nature, we are created by the universe, and the universe is always in balance, right? There is no, the universe was wrong, or the universe did wrong, nature did something bad. No, nature doesn't do anything bad. There is no either or. There is either or, but the nature and the universe try to find the balance. There is good and bad on this earth, but it's for us to interact and actually have this conversation. We need to align, and that's our third superpower, the alignment and the adaptation to that you and I can talk right now.
Alignment indeed. We need alignment in everything for
Yeah.
sure. So where do system values typically come from, and why are they so often mistaken for the actual goals of
Yeah.
fulfillment?
Because you have a worth, Daniel, you and I and the president, all three are one, right? In the human centricity. In the system relevance, you might be more important than I. The president is more important than both of us. Because in the system, in that context, you get valued. You're a man, you're a woman, you have that race, you're that age, and you get valued by generalization. And that is always distorting you. And that's also bringing you out of balance, because once somebody gives you the moniker, you are a super CEO, Daniel, you are in Manhattan on a corner office. That's, as long as you have that job, you are more system relevant than others, but you're not having more human worth. Because you could be a super CEO and horrible in relationships. You could be a super president and not, knowing stuff about technology. Every human has something to contribute by birth, because they are one-on-one, to humanity. And that's why you always focus, what can I contribute to humans versus what can you can choose that, or I contribute just to the Democrats or the Republicans or the woman or the man or the Asians, or the white people, or whatever, or the age group. I contribute only to seniors. It's just then you can get system value. But in generally, you want to contribute to humans, because that's always your target, where you are a human. You cannot not be human. You can try to be not just system relevant and be a president, but look at the old president. Nobody talks about the old presidents. And guess who people talk about? The old artists: Mozart, Beethoven, Picasso. These things, because they are creative. They're just creative. They're not having any intent, system relevant intent. Obviously, they want to make money, but they don't have an intent to say, I want to rule the world.
I want to rule the world. Well,
You
it's
want to rule the
something
world? You want to rule? I don't. I don't.
through my podcast,
Yeah.
empowering people all over the world through my
Which is
podcast.
humanity. Which is humanity.
Yes. So, what are the most common personal symptoms or organizational symptoms? Quitting, innovation, so stagnation that reveal a dangerous misalignment between chasing system values and achieving true fulfillment, Mr.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yes. Because what happens is the systems. Let's say you and I create a system for podcasters, right? And it works. We have people look at us. We can sell advertising, whatever. And then something new comes out in podcasting, and we're not integrating that into the system, because systems, they usually develop till they work, and then they stop. But humans grow every day. You are a different person than you got up this today. You are different, have already grown in the just 2 minutes of talk. And the system needs to become a life system that constantly adjusts, that actually is open and say, what am I going to do if Daniel and Michael have a talk and they talk about this? We see that doesn't work, so we have to adjust to that. Or we see it works and we keep it. It just there's a difference between system relevance. You have to be always subordinate to a CEO. Who says that? In humans, I can be subordinate to you because I'd like to be subordinate to you. But if you become a different person and change, like all humans change, you can be still a CEO. I'm not subordinate to you, and that's the dissonance. Do you know that from vision? People have a great vision statement. They finally sit down when they create the system with the vision statement, and they stop it because it works. As long as the system works, it will work to think, but it's harder and harder for humans to adjust and align to the system, because humans have grown and the system got stuck. And you see the top systems often get stuck, and they buy more and more, make the same system relevance. They buy more and more companies, and then it doesn't work, and they have to cut off. AT&T has, did what is it? The computer company. They segregate again, because you cannot generalize. The bigger you generalize, the more you generalize, the more you have to really work in the system to update it constantly to people, and that it's easier. Not update technically. See, with technology, they update and don't even tell you. You had the pickup button of your phone on the right side, and tomorrow the pickup button of the thing is on the second page on the left side. So, and you're not telling people. So people have to constantly learn, versus you teaching them and make it easier to interact. Make sense?
Makes sense, Mr. Michael. Makes sense indeed. In a world obsessed with optimizing for system metrics like KPIs or ROI, how does these relentless optimization actively prevent us from experiencing the messy and unmeasurable?
Because money, I believe that money is a symptom. It's not a cause. It's not a cause that I say, I'm going to do AI because everybody does AI to make money. AI cannot make money for you because who is going to pay for the AI? So, how can the people of ROI, what you said, all this stuff, how can they get that when when humans need to have money to buy it? So even if I buy it for $5, I need to earn enough money that $5 is really worth that I can spend $5 on AI to be more integrated, or anything, a car or whatever. You have to. Humans need to have a purpose, but not a systemic purpose. Some people might be great AI people. Somebody might be great accountants. Somebody might think. But if AI and robots exchange all those things, where are the money? So only the top people that have money can actually exchange, and which they do exchange, and a lot is debt. We have, I think, 345 trillion debt in the world, and we have only assets that you actually can see. Oh, Daniel has a car that is worth $5,000. Our assets and our homes and whatever we really own is only $1 trillion. So almost 2.5% more, 2.5 times more is our debt that we all owe. And we're just shifting around money, and by the shifting around money, we make a couple of cents. That's why it's so hard. I mean, I've heard, I don't know if that's true, that one top AI company wants to go into an adult version in the first 3 months because a third of is porn, a third of internet traffic is sex, and because that's also, the OnlyFans. I heard that's the biggest. I don't know if it's true. I'm just telling you what I see. I heard that OnlyFans makes more money than anybody, Elon Musk and everybody, because Elon Musk's value is determined by debt and his assets, and everybody's value is determined by their assets and debt. So, if I build a house and have a lot of debt, then my asset is bigger, But it tells you something about human. Again, when you look at the human-centric stuff, you see why there's a third of internet traffic is porn. And now AI wants to also go in that business and make a adult AI where they then have access to that money flow. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It makes a lot of sense to make money to me, but it doesn't help humanity. It doesn't help you and me to get a job. It doesn't help. It's just a flow. They all look for the money flow.
Money flow indeed. And to wrap up our discussion for today, Mr. Michael, tell us, as AI takes over more tasks optimized for system values, does this force humans to uniquely specialize in the domain of fulfillment, creativity, relationship, meaning making for the first time in history?
Yeah. What I think, that's my perception. What I think is, okay, you have your bookkeeping done, your IRS and bookkeeping done with AI. It gets in 5 minutes, but the IRS has the best AI. And if it catches you that you did something wrong in your AI, the AI doesn't help you. You are responsible. At the end, it's always the humans anyway. So even if you do it faster, you are responsible and use the time that it saved you to check the results, because the results have to be honest and according to you. And everybody judges you, and the law is not making you, because you didn't know, and you said I did it with AI. I couldn't make anything wrong. Of course you could, because it has hallucinations. So it's always the humans anyway that are responsible, and that's why I say the humans have responsibilities, and rights. We have rights and responsibilities.
Indeed. So, Mr. Michael, can you please invite our listeners to support your advocacy, your business, or whatever projects that you're doing right now?
Yes, if you have any questions, you can contact me on Michael with 2Ls m.com. And Daniel, I'm sure we will talk again,
Yes, definitely.
So it's about awareness. I'm an awareness educator, a creative awareness educator. And so I work with educators, I work with AI people, I work with a lot of people, because I have a unique human-centric perspective.
Yes, people, let's support Mr. Michaell Magrutsche, because if you support him, for sure,
Thank
more
you,
and
Daniel.
more and more empowering books or empowering advocacy like this to come. So, Mr.
Yes.
Michael, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Daniel.
Modicon people, see you soon. Mr. Michael, again, I want to apologize